Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ring Classic episode 8. I'm not going to be doing that voice the whole time, but right now I am your commentator for this evening, Mark Spencer. We're jumping right into the start of the show with a main event caliber match between the tag team of Ebak and Aiden Bourne, their first time teaming together, against another team, first time teaming together. That is the X Factor and Barton Drake. And here we have our Ring Classic heavyweight champion coming out to the ring. Got a snazzy new outfit, you know, not quite rocking the Vindication t-shirt. We told him, hey man, stop promoting a dead company on our brand. That's a little weird. And finally he caved and he very hastily put this together. But this is an interesting matchup because what we're seeing here is Barton Drake's second match in the company. Aiden Bourne and Ebak, of course, have been here for ages. X Factor for almost as long. But Barton Drake's sort of the new wild card. And I wonder, because we know that the X Factor and Aiden Bourne had a match recently. One that X Factor handedly won, but they have some history. And you wonder if maybe Barton Drake's sort of throwing himself into this quartet, as it were, to maybe take a peek at that championship, to maybe take a peek at that champion, to maybe take a peek at that's something that he could attain. We'll have to see that. Ebak always on his back foot, but so far, nobody's been able to unseat the champion. Now we have Aiden Bourne with his 175th new look. Known in some circles as the Neverman. Guy that can never quite reach the top of the mountain. He's always been a good sport about it. Even donned the Neverman nickname sort of as a badge of honor, just because he was always going to keep fighting. You know, I think probably his highest accolade as it has come so far. He is a former Beer Bash world champion. Of course, that Beer Bash title now sort of proprietarily in USW. We probably won't see Aiden Bourne get another chance to regain that title. But now we have him here teaming with the champion. And while Aiden Bourne and Ebak, as far as I can tell, very cordial, Aiden Bourne gets to see very up close, similarly to Barton Drake, very up close, what exactly this champion thing is all about. What exactly makes Ebak tick? Trying to unlock the cheat code of Ebak's seemingly endless heavyweight title reign here in Ring Classic. And speaking of Barton Drake, here he comes now. Of course, the two green-adorned Irishmen in this tag match, not affiliated. Of course, Barton Drake is North Irish, but more importantly, I would wager that Barton Drake defines himself as a man looking for definition, right? Up until pretty recently, this guy was the Dragon King. This guy was the shot caller of all shot callers. You know, he had governance over what I could only describe as a world-influencing secret society of dragon worshippers. He's almost like lizard people, almost. But now Barton Drake is a man without a country, a soldier of fortune, looking to find his place, and I think Ring Classic just might be that home that he has been looking for. He looks to prove that here by mixing it up with some of the most established and some of the top talent on the promotion, in the promotion, around the promotion, all of the prepositions and adverbs. Not to be counted out, because you can never count out, but you have to account for the X Factor. see that? It was a big thing going around. Now, we don't know a whole lot about the X Factor. You know that he was in that. He was introduced during the massive triple threat Scepter Quest tournament. Didn't end up winning that. That win ended up going to Sam from over in NIEW, who just got annihilated by Ebak. Like it was a little unsettling how substantial and one-sided the beating was in favor of our champion for that match. That match was sort of insane. But now we get two guys who were in that tournament, Aiden, Bourne, and the X Factor here, on opposite sides of the ring, but sharing a ring with the champion, who didn't progress that far in the tournament, didn't get to that winning, didn't get to hold the scepter of the Scepter Quest, as it was named. And now they have to walk into the ring with the most dangerous guy in the company, which is what you are if you get to hold the big belt, and see what they're made out of. But first, starting out is going to be the new blood. It's going to be Barton Drake versus Ebak. Barton Drake coming out right out of the gate with a kicking combination. Misses that first high kick, comes around with the second one, immediately putting the champion on his back foot. Of course, Ebak and Barton Drake have never shared the same ring. Have never even shared the same promotion up until this moment. So a lot of unfamiliar territory for Ebak, but the champion ain't the champion because he does his homework. The champion's the champion because he is made of championship material. And we saw him there turning the tides on Barton Drake. Barton turns it back, wisely goes for the cover. I think he might have gotten split open there, and now he's trying to recover on the outside. Now the X Factor, easily the largest man in the matchup, has a mixed martial arts pedigree that he's going to look to enforce. He's going to look to dictate where the fight takes place. That is his biggest asset in this. So we're going to see a lot of ground and up-close clinch-based attacks. But Ebak, well-rounded, not a slouch. You can't count him out. You can't. He is a man of many strengths and no weaknesses. And you can try to avoid the strengths, but you're not going to find no weaknesses. But now, Aiden, Bourne, and X Factor, a little bit of a rematch from a little bit ago. X Factor not daunted by Aiden Bourne's fancy new haircut. Picks him up again. Pair of beautiful vertical suplexes. Bourne now going for a drop kick to the knee. X Factor checks it. Beautiful hip toss. Not even following it up with ground position, just letting him fall. Now boxing combination. Oh. And then once again, another beautiful belly-to-belly Greco-Roman type throw. Now a heel toss. X Factor just bullying Aiden Bourne. Now tagging in Barton Drake. You can see it now, the blood trickling down from the scalp of Barton Drake. We're going to have to see how that influences him going forward, right? You're losing blood. It's going to affect your cardio. It's going to affect your eyesight. It's going to affect your mental stability. But Ebak going for a quick cover on the X Factor. I think this might be the first time these two men have shared a ring. Aside from like 30 seconds ago before Ebak tagged in Aiden Bourne. But you get my point. Beautiful knuckle drop. And another. He's got a red left hand and a yellow right one. Popping up. Beautiful single leg drop kick. And now the strength of Ebak. A marvelous deadlifting power slam. 12-6 elbow. Now going up top. Ebak's high flying waves, beautiful moonsault, crashing down, hurting inside. 1, 2, almost got the 3 count. Did the champion on that beautiful moonsault. Now coming off the springboard, crossbody to the back. Makes his way back over to Aiden. Bourne tags him in. Now Aiden Bourne trying to take advantage of the X Factor, but the X Factor not so easily taken advantage of. Pulling him back up. And we've seen a lot of these. But not quite like this. Jesus Christ, a Steiner screwdriver. That could be it. No, never say never for the never mad. Aiden Bourne kicking out. Well, X Factor tagging Barton Drake. These two guys have done the majority of the tags here, trying to keep themselves fresh. And now those rounded elbows from inside the guard of Barton Drake. Aiden Bourne taking advantage of that little lapse in defense. And those elbows are gonna just run, just ruin the already open cut for Barton Drake. He's got to be very careful of that. Of course, applying the Fujiwara style armbar. Now tagging back in Ebak. The champions team now starting to get a little bit more in rhythm, getting a little bit more synced up. They're tagging in when they want to, not when they need to. That's really what you got to keep an eye on for tag team mechanics. Now Barton Drake trying to cut off the champion. The champion, too smart, slipping out the back. German suplex. Now Ebak lining it up. Might be looking for that NVIDIA driver. He's coming in. Flips him over. He landed it. That's all she wrote. He goes for the cover. 1, 2. No, Barton Drake. The man's been through wars. He's not so easily taken out. And now, Ebak slam. That might be it. You saw Aiden Bourne getting in the way. Aiden Bourne able to mitigate the X Factor from that kick out. But Barton Drake still enough gas in the tank to kick out himself. And now a beautiful leaping side kick and a cutter. And that might have split Ebak open. Goes for the cover. No, doesn't get it. Now going to the middle rope, dropping the knee. Drake now tagging out to the X Factor. The X Factor and Ebak. He's got him by the throat, picks him up. Oh, choke slam, backbreaker. That'll crash the system. Goes for the cover. Ebak kicks out. Now you say what you will about any of the 4 men in this match. They are TUF tough, brother. They will not go quietly into that good night. Drake now, big overhand right. Back elbow from Ebak, free in the grasp. Getting that back of his own. Oh, beautiful blue thunder driver. It's beautiful, as you would call it. Now, spinning heel kick. Picks him up again. Ebak wants to stay on the vertical with these guys, and it's working out for him. Now making his way back to Aiden Bourne. Barton Drake pretty close to his corner, but knocked out of his willies. Does not know how close he is to the salvation of a fellow friendly tag. Now he's getting beat up. Beautiful. That's a best kept secret combo if I ever saw one. And whoa, Barton Drake grabbing the rope. The ref seeing it there. And of course, that's a bit of an improvement for our referee. Referee famously did not spot a rope break before. Last week with Itami versus... Whoa! Barton Drake was distracted by the fighting on the outside. He got caught in the fucking knee bar by Aiden Bourne. And he just tapped out as Ebak applies a beautiful power bomb to the X Factor. And what a match, and what a victory for Aiden Bourne coming off of that loss from the X Factor, able to catch Barton Drake unaware with that knee bar. And that is not the result, and I can guarantee you this, but that is not the result that Barton Drake wanted going into this. He did not want not only to lose, but to lose to the guy who didn't even have something that he was gunning for. Right, if Ebak had beaten Barton Drake could have been like, you might be the champion, you might have beaten me in that tag match, but in a solo match, whatever, it's a totally different but he lost to Aiden Bourne. And that is something that we're going to have to see him address in the future. Moving on, we get a debut here as Max Reeves, who is, actually it's not a debut, it's a re-debut. Max Reeves, we have not seen him since that Scepter Quest tournament. He's going to be taking on Ring Classic and British Wrestling stalwart Connor Gates as he makes his way to the ring now first. Connor Gates, another guy who's sort of perennially a top contender, always a guy who's 1 or 2 victories away from the belt. And a big win here over Max Reeves could just keep him afloat for a little while, because that's a dangerous thing. When you get a title shot and you lose, which happened to Connor Gates not too long ago, it's very easy for you to sink back down all the way to the back of the line. And you got to really dissuade people from getting that perception. You got to really come out swinging and make people know that you're still championship contendership caliber, even though you may not have been successful on your last time out. But you are still a threat to that title. And speaking of threat, look at the size of this guy. Max Reeves, former Britain's strongest man. Looking snazzy with the cut, looking snazzy with the fit. Max is going to come out here and his game plan is going to be simple. Break him. Just pick him up and drop him on his head as many times as it takes. Or drop him on his back, drop him on his knees, drop him on his arms. Just completely disintegrate the very matter that is Connor Gates' body, and Max Reeves, that will probably be his key to success. Connor Gates, on the other hand, he's going to have to be a little bit more wily. He's going to have to go around a little bit. He's going to have to make the big man come to him and then cut him off at the knees. But Connor Gates, not a small guy either, right? Like, he's not going to be so easily pushed around. But it's definitely going to be an adjustment. Now they are off. Max Reeves starting off with that big Spartan front kick. And now immediately hanging Connor Gates up to dry. And slamming away from full mount, giving it up. Max Reeves not super concerned with like tight control and beautiful ground technique. Looking at that tan, he might be into beautiful bronzing technique. But right now, that is a perfect example of what he needs to do in this match here. Just picking his head up and smashing it into the mat. And I imagine going up top, not a normal thing you would see from a guy of this size, but landing it clean. Going in for the cover, gets 2 count, maybe a 3. Connor Gates just gets his shoulder up, and you can tell his bell has been rung. This is like the, Jesus, getting just slammed into the mat one more time. Reeves now coming in with the club and blows. Gates fights out of it. Throws him over the top rope. Gates following him out. Gates might be a little taller. They might be the same height. It's a little hard to tell. But either way, he's going to want to use range. Even if he's not quite as tall, being up close is going to be very difficult when they're both on their vertical base. But right now, keep the... You know, if Max Reeves is on his back, he can't generate as much power. The mistake Connor Gates made right there was picking him back up to his feet, and now we're seeing him return to that grounded assault. And now tit for tat as he goes in from full mount with those clubbing blows. And it's Max Reeves that's forced to feel the pain. We're now at a 5 count. Guys have got to start thinking about getting back in the ring. Gates goes in. Max Reeves recovering some of his wherewithal. Trying to find a good entry point, but because of the high count, can't quite pick and choose a perfect spot. Picks Gates up into a fireman's carry. Gates slips right out. Very, very slick. Couple knees to the gut. Damage that midsection. Make the big man breathe. Make the big man exhausted. open him up for more offense down the line and maybe bring his guard down a little bit, free up that head for the Code Red. Code Dread, right? Beautiful springboard moonsault off the top rope. Maybe saw the Champions match earlier. And speaking of Code Dead, I can't remember what it's called. Goes with cover, 1, 2, almost a 3 count. And now it is Max Reeves who just barely kicks out. And now pile driver position, pulls him up. Pile driving, gut buster, goes for the cover now. No. Possibly an even stronger kick out from Max Reeves on that one. A little defiant. He needs to take control back. Gut wrench. Beautiful gut wrench suplex. Side slam. Not deadlifting him. And driving him through the mat. We got a sturdy ring in here, folks. Max Reeves now returning to that ground and pound tactic. Coming up again. Making Gates feel it. Now picking Gates up to his feet. Carrying him around like a baby. Toss him in a side like a rag doll. And again, just the endless ground assault of Max Reeves. And now, he's got him in the Nemean lock. The Nemean lock. Connor Gates, does he have enough wherewithal to survive? He does, he breaks the grip. But Gates has managed to escape. Gates going for that big clubbing overhand. Reeves has got to watch out. Beautiful springboard forearm to the face. Goes for the cover. That might have put him clean out, ladies and gentlemen. 2. No, Max Reeves still alive. For a round kick to the back. And now, coming off the top rope with a beautiful drop kick is Connor Gates. And targeting the limbs of the larger man, targeting the hands. That'll make it easier to break up that Nemean lock if he gets it locked in on there earlier, if the hand is compromised. Now, beautiful bulldog. Now it is Connor Gates pouring on the ground and pound, targeting the head. Max Reeves, we saw him put in the foundation earlier. Now he's going for the attic. Picks him up one more time. Executed flawlessly. Goes through the cover. That might be all she wrote. 2, 3. Connor Gates gets a majorly important victory over Max Reeves here. This guy's still a contender, ladies and gentlemen. Still a contender. Now we get to see the replay from angles we can't see the replay from. Oh, and there's that beautiful killing blow. And ironic, that beautiful lion tattoo on the center of Connor Gates' chest. As the modern day Hercules could not out-wrestle the lion here tonight. Now, of course, we are just getting started. Don't go anywhere, folks. Our next match is coming right up. It is Diana Masters versus Flintlock Garcia. A battle of former champions. We're going to have to see who here can make their way back and try to challenge for that women's title one more time. Now, Diana Masters, member of Annex, and Annex has had some difficulties in the past. holding on to success. Of course, currently the tag team champions. And they're going to have to defend them later on tonight in the main event. Diana Masters, a former women's champion, trying to make her way back up there and trying to keep a consistent series of wins in her bank account. Trying to make her way up to Nancy Hammer there at the top of the division. And that's a tall task for anybody there. You know, I talked a lot about Ebak, our heavyweight champion, earlier. But our women's champion fucking slaps. She fucking slaps. Both figuratively and literally. It's pretty good. And if anybody knows that, it's the woman that lost her championship to Nancy Hammer. However, Flintlock won her championship from Nancy Hammer. So that's an interesting dynamic. This might have to be a trilogy that needs resolution. And Flintlock Garcia here tonight wants to make that happen. Or dare I say, needs to make that happen. Somebody stole her booty. Somebody stole her booty hole. And she wants the whole thing back. Wait, hold on. What did I just... Hold on. That's not why I'm... Why is it called booty? Why is it... That's not fair. That's not fair to me. It's not fair to you. It's not fair. But anyway, let's get back to this very serious contendership fight. Presumably between... Flintlock Garcia and Diana Masters. Flintlock missing that double stop. Masters crafty in her own right, experienced in her own right, a former champion in her own right. Flintlock may have to go to plan B or C or D to find a way around the wily nature of Diana Masters. Masters down that. Making anything too complicated. Bringing out the old classics. Trying to cut Flintlock off. Flintlock, of course, very fast, very agile. You want to ground her, you want to close her off. Oh! Speaking of the whole booty hole, Diana Masters taking an awful drop with no reward after Flintlock Garcia gets out of the way of that leg drop from the top rope. Flintlock with her own version of the camel clutch here. Posted up on that leg, but it got picked off. Able to fight her way off of her back. Beautiful Japanese arm drag. Is that Japanese arm drag, or is that just knockout? I think that's just knockout. Wonderful slam, going for the cover, gets kicked out of. The cover gets kicked out of by Diana Masters. Diana. Turning to violence, lands the double stomp there. Maybe seeing Diana after a couple of big moves and big whiffs, starting to slow down a little bit harder time outmaneuvering Flintlock's innovative offense. Electric chair drop. Goes for the cover. Whoa, and a big adamant kick out at one from Flintlock Garcia. Diana Masters a little bit perplexed. She's game planning. She's stalking her prey in the jungle. Picks her up again. Oh, if you thought one electric chair was bad, try taking two. You're like Marv from Sin City. Remember that? Remember that movie? That movie was like a thing for like 2 years, and then everybody just forgot about it. They even made a sequel that nobody saw. It's crazy. Beautiful swanton dive. Now Flintlock going in for the cover. That might be it. No, Diana Masters kicks out at 2.66, maybe? Not quite 2.9, but pretty far along. Like, you should be worried. Tossing her off. Rebound, Bulldog! She's not going up top. What's she thinking? What's she thinking? Oh! Diving DDT from the top rope. And Diana Masters still alive. Fans now chanting fight forever, and they just might. And now Masters with the 5-sided arm breaker. Coming up, beautiful drop. Oh, coming in with a double leg drop. Not taking the risk of coming from the top rope that time. Very smart from Diana Masters, adjusting her game plan a little bit more of a sure thing. Garcia, beautiful back body drop. Getting some offense back. And a knee drop for good measure. Beautiful right hand floors Masters. Masters on the back foot now. She's got to be looking for a way out. Coming in again. Now headlock punches from Garcia, making it a little down and dirty. She's hit a lot of her bigger shots on Masters, and now she's got to find out what it is that can seal the deal. Sunset flip powerbomb on the outside is a good start. Now pulling her over into a full-on Boston Crab. Now, even if she makes Diana tap out here, it's not going to be ending the match, but it's going to put a lot of mileage on that lower back. And it's going to take a lot of energy away from Diana Masters, not just physically, but mentally. Being in that situation, knowing there's not really any chance for escape, knowing there's no rope you can grab, knowing that you just have to sit there and hope that she doesn't accept the countout. Of course, Garcia there taking a massive risk coming off the top rope, but the adrenaline, she's still fighting. Inverted DDT. And a knee drop to the face. Knee drop kick to the back. Referee coming up on a 4 count now. Masters wisely throwing Garcia back into the ring. Finding her smart entry point. What is she looking for here? Coming in on the opposite side, trying to catch her off guard. Oh. Too much time for Garcia to recover. And now Garcia's fired up. Big right hand floors Masters. Garcia going up to the top rope. And Masters cuts her off, throwing her from there. Giving her the flare treatment. Goes in for the cover. Whoa. That is as close to a 3 count as you will get without hearing that 3 and without getting your hand raised. You gotta wonder if that's just heartbreaking for Masters. Was that all Masters had? No, Masters kicks out one more time. Both these women have put themselves through hell to get here. And you start to believe, could it be the next big shot that lands? Masters out of range for that DDT. Eats the lariat, eats the second lariat. Coming up. Big, beautiful jump and drop kick. And Flintlock. And honestly, if there's anything more pirate than fucking over the British lady, I don't know what is. Masters being called to her feet and just stumbles out of the way of the diving DDT. Flintlock having to recover, having to figure something out. Not able to land her biggest shot. Biting at the fingers of Diana Masters. She's going rabid. Now adding that knee to the base for that camel clutch. Diana Masters, she's got a path of escape if she can get to her left. And she doesn't. Flintlock instead opts to give up. Oh, shit. A big old spike. It's not Simone. 2, 3, and Flintlock Garcia gets a big victory over Diana Masters. You got to think this launches her back into title contention. And we might see that Nancy Hammer, Flintlock Garcia trilogy reach its final conclusion. Diana Masters now forced to go back to the back of the line, forced to reevaluate. Annex still has their title defense later on here tonight. And this is not a good look. If you're looking for momentum, if you're looking to keep energy high, if you're looking to be optimistic, you're not going to get a whole lot of motivation from Diana Masters when she comes back to that locker room now. And that's going to be a factor. People don't like to say that mental things are big factors in combat sports, but they are. And now, Flintlock Garcia, she's fired up. And she knows how important this victory was and how close it has brought her to wielding gold one more time. And now we get a rematch between Jamie Clark and Iko Itami. Now back on Ring Classic episode 7, these two faced off. And while Jamie Clark had very firm control of the early goings, Iko Itami made a comeback, made a pinfall attempt, and Jamie Clark grabbed the rope. The ref didn't see it. It was a 3 count. Iko Itami got a win. Now, some people have talked about the validity of it because the referee didn't see the rope break. But I'll tell you this right now. There's no guarantee of anything other than you. There's no guaranteeing that referee will see you grab that rope. There's no guarantee that referee will see your foot under the rope or whatever it is. You accept that risk when you decide, frankly, to take the easy path out and not kick out. To grab a rope instead of kicking out. It's a great way. It's a last-minute save. There's no shame in it. One of the consequences of taking the easier road is, maybe you underestimated your opponent a little bit. Maybe you didn't think you had to put in enough effort to kick out. And now you've got a loss on your record that you have to try to avenge here tonight. As Jamie Clark takes on Iko Itami, 2 students of the Michael Young School of Hard Knocks. I'm not sure if Jamie is a member of the 666 dojo. Because, does that exist in the future? Time travel is weird. I don't know why it exists. I don't know why it would. But anyway. Iko, of course, still a student, still a young boy. Possibly achieving the most success out of any of the Michael Young students. I'm looking to build on that here tonight with another win over Jamie Clark. Maybe a more definitive win over Jamie Clark. A win to silence the detractors and a win to accelerate himself further up the card. And we are off. Tying up. Iko Itami taking offense early. A beautiful suplex toss. And one of the advantages Jamie Clark would have had in their first match was a confidence advantage, right? The guy's so experienced. He might have had that over Iko Itami, but now that the victory's been exchanged, not so much anymore. And Iko's coming out a house of fire. And the stomp to the back, picking him up. Shots to the gut, shots to the head. Feints, misses, follows up. Oh, dropping that ass on him. Beautiful arm by Jamie Clark, looking to recover some momentum. Gets him up in the corner. Pulls him up, looking for that Alabama slammer. Iku kicking him off. Looks like Jamie might have been trying to roll out of the ring there, but no, Iku gets him, goes for the cover, and a very strong kick out at 1 from Jamie Clark. He's not taking anything for granted here. But he might be facing an even better version of Iku Itami than he had before. Now with a beautiful Fujiwara armbar. Lets it go. Doesn't see the tap coming. Doesn't want to expend any unnecessary energy. Oh, follows it up. That nasty stomp to the back of the elbow. See Iku now target the arm a little bit. Move it down to the back. What's he going for here? Going to the top rope. Itami now calling up Jamie Clark. What's he looking for? Comes off. Oh, he gets cut off. Looking for that double axe handle. Jamie Clark sees it coming, hits him in the gut on his way down. But again, Itami, that's like the second time I think we've seen him hit that up kick. It firmly regained control of the momentum. Every time it slips through his fingers, he is on the ball. Now, whoa, not sure what he was looking for there, but Jamie Clark manages to escape it. Itami now again, and a short arm clothesline, laying him out. Going for the cover. No, Jamie Clark kicks out at 2. That move was the beginning of the end for Jamie Clark in their previous match. Is it going to go the same way today? Saito suplex. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. No, Jamie Clark kicks out. Iku has to sort of regroup. We saw him go through the gears and hit overdrive, and he's got to sort of start back from 1 again. Now Jamie Clark trying to make his presence known. And again, that upkick, that devastating upkick from Iku Itami. He has not let himself be taken advantage of at all in this match, and Jamie Clark having to find more and more creative ways to get that momentum swing. And now, instead of the leg coming to him for those up kicks, he goes to the legs. That inverted figure 4. Picks him up again. Northern Lights suplex. He's got both hands down. Iku Itami still managing to kick out. Jamie now starting to stir back up. He's starting to dig the stuff out of the basement. Beautiful chop. And a Uranagi to end all Uranagis. Fireman's carry. Hangs him out to dry on the top rope. Now Jamie Clark stomping a mud hole. The animosity between these two becoming... Whoa! And now it is Iku Itami forced to go for a rope break. This time the ref sees it. Discus lariat by Jamie Clark.
1, 2.
Holy sh... I thought that was all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Iku Itami managed to kick out. Now Jamie Clark with the deadlift military press. A clean and press is what it probably should be called. And a backdrop. Now looking for the follow-up. He's got him now. Pulling him back. Could this be the end of Iku Itami? No, Iku Itami refusing to tap out. And now he's back on his feet. A beautiful lariat. Iku Itami coming back out. Full house of fire. Goes in for the pin. And I think that's it. 1, 2. No. Even Clark kicks out. We're seeing these guys Bring out the heavy weapons. Iko looking for one more. Saito suplex. Gets him down. 1, 2. Yuko Itami has beaten Jamie Clark for a second time in a row. Now Iko Itami gets to look towards the future, and maybe this man is the future. Maybe this is the guy in a few years' time we're going to be looking at and thinking, how did we end up here? And now for a matchup of explosive activity. It's Oliver Awesome, former Ring Classic heavyweight champion before our television days, and Samuel Hunt come to blows here at our co-main event of the evening. Really is awesome, right? Now, if you have not seen an Oliver Awesome match before, it's pretty simple. He likes to kick people in the face really hard. And he can come from anywhere to do it. One of the most athletically gifted people we've had in this division. Now he's going to welcome Samuel Hunt to Ring Classic. A former Super Pro competitor hailing from New Zealand, looking to come over to Ring Classic and make an impact. Hunt looking a little slimmer. You know, he's let his hair out a little bit. Got some new tattoos. Looking for new beginnings from Samuel Hunt here in Ring Classic. Not from Philly, as much as you might have expected from that attire. Now, I expect nothing but fireworks from these two. Here we go. Tying up, Irish whipping in the corner. And immediately coming off the top, sliced bread, right? Whoa, misses the springboard moonsault. Samuel Hunt looking to capitalize. Pulls him up, neck breaker. Now Hunt trying to crank on the neck. Awesome fighting out of it. Fireman's carry. Airplane spin. Wow, I'm a little dizzy. And now he's going the other way. And you gotta think that's gonna be particularly damaging to Samuel Hunt. Samuel Hunt, a fellow high flyer, gonna need that sense of... Gonna need that sense of direction intact. Awesome, now pouring on the offense. Fighting back. Big right hand chop, kick to the leg. Whoa, misses the Superman punch. All for Awesome, able to capitalize with that beautiful snap suplex. Now Awesome calling Hunt to his feet. Whoa! Not sure what he was looking for, but overshot it. No, Hunt looking to gain some momentum back. Eats a killer spinning back kick and a killer moonsault. Oliver Awesome now, and another one. Oliver Awesome, the man of 1,000 moonsaults. I want to say he's been about 40% effective so far with him. Now, cradle DDT. Take a couple of inches of height off here right there. One. No, a kick out at one from Samuel Hunt. Oliver Awesome now looking to pour it on. And that single leg camel clutch. No, Hunt sneaking out the back door. Gets caught up, suplex. Now Awesome up top. Whoa! Looking for the spiral tap. Doesn't land it, but then dodges the super kick from Samuel Hunt. Lands with the BEA beautiful snap suplex. Attack in the back. In the arms. Come on, crotch-based offense here. That's a little weird. Spins him up. Arrow Flosion. Samuel Hunt now. Might be it. No, he kicks out. Awesome. Cut him up again. He misses again with the spiral tap. Hunt tossing him to the outside now, possibly to get a little bit of reprieve. He's been on the ass end of a lot of devastating offense here tonight. Calling off to the audience. There's the kick. Oh, it's caught. Beautiful back suplex. Onto the outside. Stop to the arm. Stop to the arm again. What's he looking for? And another beautiful moonsault, this time landing on the outside. Seems to have more success for them when they're standing. Gives Samuel Hunt less time to think about it. Taking him out there with the bop and bang. And we are now at a 5 count. As Oliver Awesome might just beat his ass all the way back up the ramp. Instead, opts to break the count. Coming back out now. Samuel Hunt had time to recover. Does not matter. Coming up for a cradle DDT on the outside. Jesus Christ. Moonsault standing again. Oliver Awesome starting to find his rhythm. He's starting to connect more and more frequently. Or maybe Samuel Hunt just too worn down to effectively reverse most of these. But as I say that, manages to sneak out the back door and tosses Oliver Awesome into the barricade. Nothing fancy there. Just again, trying to get some reprieve is Samuel Hunt. Now Oliver Awesome rolls in. Hunt catches him. Oh, super kick. Lays him out flat and doesn't go for the cover. Instead, wants to put more damage on him. Inverted senton. Going up. 1, 2. No, Oliver Awesome kicks out. Now Hunt forced to reconsider his options here. And another wonderful neck breaker. Now he's coiling up. It's not tuning up the band, but he hits the super kick one more time. Oliver Awesome's out. 1, 2. No, he kicks out again. And what we're seeing here is, I think Oliver Awesome, such strong control early on, he has not taken as much damage. Maybe Samuel Hunt thinks he has taken throughout this match. So hitting those big strikes, you know, they're effective, but they're not enough to put an exclamation point on the match. It's now trying from 3/4 away across the ring, a spiral tap to end all spiral taps. 1, 2. No, Samuel Hunt kicking out at the crack of dawn. And now one more time in the Emerald Flosion. And even that, not enough to satisfy Oliver Awesome as he returns to the top turnbuckle. And maybe that distance took some sting off of it. Hits it again. 1, 2, 3. Oliver Awesome with a major win here over a very game Samuel Hunt. Awesome. Now looking to move up the card. And speaking of up the card, we come to our main event of the evening as the Armstrong brothers challenge Annex for those Ring Classic tag team titles. Here they come, the Armstrong brothers, King and Duke. Duke, the smaller brother, King, the bigger brother. And if you think of Duke as the small one, I think that's a little bit of a disservice because Duke is a big dude. It's just that King is freakish. The man is astronomical in scope. It's a little unsettling to see him in person, frankly. The champions are champions for a reason, and that reason is not that they are easily dismayed.
When you get to the bottom, you go back to the top of the slide, and you stop, you turn, you go around.
Now, Annex, of course, have been up and down over their tenure here in Ring Classic. Probably the guys most associated with the brand. Probably just because they constantly dress like the Union Jack. And they won those titles after they were vacated by Generation Z, who, from what I could tell, ate Tide Pods and died. Anyway, now they are forced to defend them. As Matt Hughes once said, you're not a champion when you win the belt. You're a champion when you defend it. And now Annex is given the challenge of these challengers. And they have to prove whether or not they are true champions here tonight with their first defense of those Ring Classic Tag Team Championships. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Owen Parker trying to tag out with King Armstrong. Probably not the best idea. Maybe maybe Jason McKay should have started this a little bit instead of Owen. Owen just kind of being a glutton of punishment here. Trying to get on the inside, make it a technical bout. A little bit difficult. I don't even know what that move was. It just looked like he was hitting a move on a Beanie Baby. And pouring on the assault. Tags in Duke, possibly an act of mercy, frankly. Yeah, Duke coming off the top rope, not the top rope, springboard on the middle rope, moonsault. Only gets a 1 count. Owen Parker's still game. Does not want to give up the titles that easily. Straight armbar. Parker in trouble. No, scoots out. Head scissors, spins him off. Big elbow from Parker. And a big knuckle sandwich as he tags in Jason McKay. Probably should have started with Jason, but here we are. Now, Jason, a big dude, but not quite as gargantuan as King. Gets floored by Duke before tagging King back in, and now we get the big boys playing. Whoa, lightning fast back take by King Armstrong. Following up with a beautiful splash. A stomp to the arm. And you can guarantee Jason McKay not used to getting dominated like this. As he gets clean and pressed. Now Armstrong's making frequent tags. And Duke getting the better of Jason as well here. Keeping the big man on his back foot. Not letting him get tied up for too long. And again, tags in King. It's the back. The champs have been on the back foot this whole ass time. Oh! Another massive splash. Another massive splash from King Armstrong. Can he make it 3 in a row? Now opting for something different. Just now fighting up from the bottom. It's slapped away. Oh! Power slam in the middle of the ring. Makes his way back to Owen Parker. Now Owen Parker stuck in the ring with King Armstrong again. And it goes about as well as it did the first time. Two-handed choke bomb. Oh, King missing the elbow drop. Parker trying to capitalize, gets swatted away. Whoa! King Armstrong launching Owen Parker into orbit. Picking him up, military press, spine buster. Goes for the cover. I think Jason McKay's still out. 1, 2. Almost had new champions there. Now King Armstrong looking for the killing blow. He's got him up. Oh, Jesus, F10. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Jason McKay not able to recover quickly enough. The Armstrong brothers are your new Ring Classic Tag Team Champions. And Annex tonight has just been devastated. Now, the future of the tag team division a little unclear. We've had a lot of turmoil. I think we've had like 4 title changes in the last 5 matches. And who? I've been your commentator, Mark Spencer. Ladies and gentlemen, good night.